Okay, hi. So my name is Karla Cordero. I'm a third-year MFA student, teaching associate, and activist. So I'll be presenting to you today, more the creative process versus theoretical in regards to a project I'm working on. It's called Voices for the Undocumented. So we're going to geographically leap over to my hometown. So my hometown, where I'm from, is from Calexico, California, which borders the hometown of Mexicali, Mexico. So essentially what I'll be doing is all my work will be within Mexicali, Mexico region. So growing up as a little girl, this was basically some of the images I grew up growing up. This is called the Hopeville Cemetery, located in Calexico, California. And what this is, it's basically 700 plus undocumented people who have died crossing the US border. This includes men, women, and a large amount of children. So growing up with that image, I wanted to now take the idea of the MFA program, the creative writing workshop process, and to see how I can implement this same concept, this same structure into the idea of Mexicali, Mexico. So what essentially Voices for the Undocumented is the idea of where writing becomes the idealistic ability to humanize as well as heal people that are undocumented. So I'm working closely with the mayor of Calexico, California, as well as the mayor of Mexicali, and a home called Casa del Inmigrante, Home of the Immigrant, where essentially what happens here is they house 40 to 50 undocumented people 3 to 4 days at a time, and then they're off on their own in preparation to cross the border. There aren't no clear statistics they can't tell us in regards to essentially what will happen to these people is they'll either get picked up, go into sex trafficking, die, and a very small percent will cross the border successfully, while others will get deported back. So what my project proposes is we will then be entering these shelters where we will then provide a writing workshop series. We are also prepared with the concept that if they are not literate or there are several, multiple levels of Spanish, that we will provide a space where they can draw or verbally express, whether it be their travels, their anxieties, anything within that realm. So just to kind of give you an idea of where my work is being based at, this is basically the image of where, the location of where I run the writing workshop series. I've been very grateful to have been given a fellowship to work on this for 1.5 years with the Literary Loft organization in Minnesota, Minneapolis, as well as working with a close poet named Baofi as we run the workshop series. As the workshop series are functioning, we are then having myself and another facilitator transcribe all of the written stories or verbal conversations into English text. Our future goal is with the fellowship is to then document all of these writings, essentially have it picked up by publication, then put the texts into locations of schools or places of where awareness for immigration and undocumented awareness is being discussed. And that's pretty much my project. How are we on time?
You have another minute and a half.
I have 1.5 minutes. See how lightning I am today? So that's essentially what we're doing right now. The stories that I've been engaged with, right now I'm working with a male group. We haven't yet entered because they keep the groups segregated. So the males are in one shelter while the women and children are in another. But it's been a fascinating experience so far to witness the men talk, as they are basically only wanting to seek work in regards to a lot of medical needs where they have family members who, the majority of them, interestingly enough, need some kind of organ transplant, and they can't afford, so they seek work here in the United States. Essentially that's kind of where I'm doing. Theoretically wise, I'm allowing the project to happen organically to see theoretically where the project is going to take me in regards to writing as a form of healing, as well as drawing and writing as a form of coping with trauma. So thank you so much. Appreciate it.